Slade Stewart, Andy Lee. We're back at Scottsdale after competing in round 6 in the World Finals of Lamborghini Super Trofeo. We were in Italy for an entire week, practicing and competing in round 6 both Thursday and Friday, and the World Finals Saturday and Sunday.
It was an awesome way to finish the year. Getting a chance to go to Europe, get a chance to drive on a track like Vallunya was just an unbelievable experience. It seemed to have everything you wanted as a driver. Turn 2 is high-speed 5th gear. I mean, just a dab of the brake and you're back on it, but not an easy corner by any means. And this sequence turns 4 and 5 onto the back straightaway was pretty incredible too. You know, big commitment track, and we had a blast. You know, wrapped up our year. We got there a few days early just to get acclimated to the time change, which also gave us a chance to kind of watch the European series compete in their last rounds. And it was really a learning curve that was much steeper than anticipated, I think. But we came out of the gates really fast for our class, and I think in the Americans overall, I think we really showed some good pace right out of the gates.
You know, we had spent a bit of time running the simulator for Vallunya. We studied a lot of, we studied as much onboard video as we could get our hands on. Ultimately, you know, the experience at the track was properly represented in the simulator, but what the sim can never do for you is give you that depth perception, the speed for which you haul the car into particular turns at that track. Turn 2, turn 3 is a very high speed section. Fastest way through it's to not touch the brake. But it took a while to work up to that. Overall experience was an absolutely fantastic track, magnificent grip levels, and it just really forced you to be a better driver. U.S. Finals, Thursday and Friday, we finished 4th and 6th respectively. There was a lot of competition. We were happy with the car. We finally had some tires for round 6, which has been a challenge this entire year. We've been tire broke the entire season. Everybody was. So, to finally have a supply of tires and really work out the intricacies of the car for this track, we were happy with where we finished. Would we wanted to have been on the podium? Obviously. But I know that Andy and I, we gave it everything we had.
Yeah, I think overall we qualified well. We ran well. We were in contention for podiums in both races, and sometimes having some pace is not everything. You need some things to kind of break your way.
Yeah, so Saturday, we were the highest finishing American car in our class. We were very happy with that. It became pretty clear to us early in the week that the Europeans had been living at this track. It was almost like their home track. And that showed itself when you looked at the pace of the entire grid. It just wasn't in the cards for the American cars.
We got very fortunate the way that a full course caution broke near the pit window, and it paid off for us. Also helped that the pace car driver was driving very fast, kept us ahead of the rest of the field while everybody dove into the pits. We stayed out an extra lap. Sometimes you're a little lucky, so we'll take it. And then I think Sunday we just never got a chance to play. Sunday, they're going 3 wide into the first couple corners. I mean, you can tell it best.
Sunday I started, and we 3 wide into turn 2 and turn 3. And strategically, I was trying to be very defensive of the outside line. We had talked about that and making sure that nobody snuck around me. Unfortunately, we had a ham sandwich situation. Usually it's the guy in the middle that gets into a bunch of trouble. I was on the outside, and the black car lost his rear end after getting impacted by the orange car. And as he tried to catch his rear end, it hit me in the front passenger side and shot me off into the wall. And that was the end of the race for me.
I think we learned a lot, throughout the whole season, but in the final rounds as well. Just kind of helped illuminate kind of the things that we need to focus on over the off season, just to take that last step. We certainly have the pace to be on the podium, but we just need to put a couple other pieces in play just to wrap it up.
But to be able to go race Lamborghinis, in Italy, where Lamborghini is their hometown brand. It's just pretty special, and we worked hard. We laid all the cards on the table. We finished where we finished. We learned a lot this season. We're really excited going into 24. We took a couple of weeks off, but we start our 24 testing next week.
I think when the season started, coming into the Pro-Am class, we had certain expectations where we would be and what we would accomplish. But the class has gotten more competitive.
We can't thank the team at Flying Lizard enough for everything that they've done for Andy and I over the 23 season. Just an incredible group of guys and gals putting it on the line every single day to try and give us the best car possible. We're really excited going into 24. Flying Lizard is relocated to the great state of Arizona. Their new facility is actually at our home track. So we're looking forward to being able to spend a lot more time with them, with the engineering team, a lot more testing than we've done in prior years. They've got some new talent on board in their chief engineering program, and we're definitely excited to work closer with him and really explore what we can get out of this car.
We have a laundry list of things that we need to get better at as a combination, and I know that we can. We've seen the flashes. We've had a pole position. We've been on the podium. We've been in striking distance of wins and podiums all season. So I'm looking forward to a very bright future for 2024.